open it back up at the end. So we get the recording one of this right here. All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Beast Mode Brandon back again. How's everybody doing? Today was a wonderful day in the markets. Thought it was wonderful to wear the 1K a day. Keeps the job away for mostly everybody, unless you have the private submarine or the helicopter. Then you probably need $2 grand a day. You know what I'm saying? So we're just having some fun, you know. You guys are all rock stars. Appreciate you guys. You guys are catching the recording. Appreciate you guys as well. This is stream live. I see you guys throwing some messages in the chat. This is recorded to the Beast Mode YouTube channel. You can go check it out as soon as we're done on that. If something resonates with you and you like it, highly encouraging watching it 4, 5, 6 times in a row to really let it sink in, you know. And in the end, it really comes back to like, why are you doing this? You know, I do this to give back. You know, my goal for me and you is my simple statement. You know, I want us all to make more so that we can bless more, and whatever's in our hearts, I want us to be able to give back to charities, churches, friends, and family, all making the world a better place, right? And that's what really resonates with me, and that's my why. I could be trading every single day all by myself, but man, that's boring. And just like tonight, I mean, it's 9 p.m. on East Coast time. This is my way of giving back. So if that kind of resonates with you as well, and that's in your hearts and that's in your why, just give me a 1 in the box real quick, just to see if we in alignment. You know what I mean? And hey, we do our thing. You know, we day trade, we swing trade, and we also invest. We have master classes, different classes, trainings that cover all that. So if there's something that you specifically want something on, just let me know. I'll hook you up with the videos to watch, and then when you come back on here to these calls, I go live Tuesday and Thursday at nighttime. During the day, I live trade 9:30 a.m. Eastern time until about 11 o'clock Eastern time. So you have access to me while the markets are moving, you know. And I just got to stress that more, because a lot of people's like, oh, what are you doing today? I'm like, I do the same thing I've been doing for the last 5 years. I'm trading live in the room, you know. Now, if you do come in and you start asking questions, I'm gonna have to mute you, because just let me make my money first, right? And then you get then it's yours. Then you can ask the questions. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, I love what I do. What's work? When you enjoy it. You know what I mean? So tonight's objective, I want to kind of go over something, because I want us all to be able to trade with a plan. Swing trading is very beneficial for those that have 5 minutes or less a day. You know, day trading, I love day trading as well, but you ask my account what it likes more, it's going to tell you swing trading. And swing trading is a very good asset to have, especially like you go on vacation, you can still take a trade and be done. You know what I mean? Whereas day trading, you really got to be able to dedicate, I'd say, about an hour a day, 9:30 to 10:30. Sometimes the occasional 11 o'clock, but I mean, a lot of times we probably done in 30 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, 9:35 to 10 o'clock. But sometimes it does require a little extended time, you know, and that's where it can be difficult, because people come in and be like, well, I'm only going to trade from 9:35 to 9:55. And it's like, look, there's sometimes, man, we sitting back just like this, and we waiting for our setup, you know, and that's what separates us from the rest of the people trying to do what we do. You know what I mean? We're the rock stars. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, you know? With that being said, let me go through what I got to go through. I'll give you some stocks to keep an eye on, so you can make some money from this call. And then I'll open it up for some questions for all you guys. So if you have questions, just keep them in the box. If you are watching this on a recording and you do have questions, just throw them in the box as well. And hey, last thing before I dive in, another thing I do to give back is I do a freebie Friday. What's that? The freebie Friday is I like to live trade. I open it up to the public. So anyone that comes, I shouldn't say anyone, 99% of the people I let come in, if you got friends or family that you want them to see what we do, we're just getting a little preview of it. Hey, send me a message, let me know, and we will send them a unique link, and we'll show them what we do. You know, I will forewarn you though, I am crazy. I do eat crayons, but I have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, hey, if you got any friends or family, just let me know, and we'll get them situated right where we want to go. Anyway, let's dive in. So tonight's purpose of the call is you hear me call some trades out. the diamond 1 trade, diamond 2, diamond 3 trades. So we're going to walk through the process of what exactly I'm talking about, why we do some of the things that we do, and then we'll go over that. So we could see this. All right, so one of the techniques that we do inside of the mastermind is selling options, right? And we sell options for a premium. What's nice about selling the options is one, right? You have a number one. We're going to say you have a fixed loss. What do I mean by that? Well, when you take the trade, you already know what you're going to take the loss on. Number two, right? You have the fixed profit, right? And that's number two. What do I mean by that? Well, the same way with the loss, you know what you're going to lose. The same way with the wins, you know what the potential of that to be is, right? And number three, to keep this powerful, I'm just going to say this word, consistency, right? Without consistency, you are not going to go far in the trading world. Trust me, it took me 3 years to understand that. I try to curve fit, do this, do that, get every shiny object and watch, compile it together, and I was not consistent. You know what I mean? Now, fast forward, we on year 8 right now, and I already broke last year's record year, and we still got what, another 4 weeks in the year. So 24 has been amazing, and we're going to make 24 all of our best years yet. If you want to claim that with me, I'll put a 2 in the box real quick, right? We're going to claim it right now. The reason we go over some of these classes is so that you can utilize what we teach about it, and then you can have your best year. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to the beginning of the call. We want to all make more. Why do we want to make more? I don't want us to make more to be selfish so we can buy more Rolexes and watches. You could buy that if that's in your heart. That's fine. But when you go out to dinner, instead of tipping 15, 20%, tip 40 or 50%. That little bit goes a long way, sending positivity and uplifting those around you. I mean, at least that's what I do. And I get enjoyment from that. I'm blessed to be in the position I am, help people out, right? Anyway, with this one technique right here, you got the fixed loss, the fixed profits. You just got to stay consistent, right? And we have the tools to give us the edge, right? Number 4, we're going to say tools. And why do I'm gonna double box that, because all 4 of those things coming into the trade, you should not have anything else to worry about. You already know what you're going to win, you already know what you're going to lose, and you just let it go, right? How easy is that? The next thing that we go over is our risk management aspect. And you see me when I alert some of these trades, you're going to see diamond 1s, diamond 2s, and diamond 3s. I'm just going to put 1, 2s, and 3s. So, all right, we'll make this big right here. We'll say diamonds, right? Just because I like to have fun with everything, right? Diamonds. So what the heck is all this? Well, I structured out a plan so that all of us can reap the reward no matter what we trade, right? No matter what we trade. We all come in. Charlie may come in with a $500 or $1,000 account. Antonio, he may got a $2 million account. And you got James, he might have a $10,000 account. We all need to understand that we're all at different places on our trading journey with different account sizes. So being brutally honest and transparent with you, we're all not going to be able to take the same trades. You know what I'm saying? Because you have some people. Gretchen says, Brandon, you preaching now. Hey, we getting in, we eating now. You know what I mean? But you have some people that want to take the trade as everybody else. But the truth is, you hear me say these 3 things. Without following the plan, being consistent, or using risk management. Those 3 things right there. Without any of those 3 things, you are going to have a hard time and your back's up against the wall. See my back? I don't want your back to be up against the wall. I want this to be relaxed, and I want this to be fun and dialed in, right? So diamond 3 is, and this is super safe, right? And I like to plan stuff out so that this is like the super duper safe, right? Everybody get that? So when I'm taking a trade and I say diamond 3, you might have to leverage $1,000 or $1,500 or $500 into a trade, and in order to do that safely, right? I would want you to have maybe 7,500 or 10 grand. So we're just going to say you need to have a 10K account, right? When I say diamond 2 comes in the thing, that's where my account sizes, give or take, around the $5,000 mark, right? And I'm going to show you why all this is going to make full circle here at the end. When we say diamond 1s, you could trade with the 500 to $1,000 accounts, right? If you have a Diamond 3 account, you can trade Diamond 2 and you can trade Diamond 1. If you have a Diamond 2 account, you can trade Diamond 2 and you can trade Diamond 1. If you have a Diamond 1 account, you got to slowly stay on Diamond 1 until you get to these next brackets of your account size. Is everybody following me? And this is crucial, and I'm going to show you why next. Everybody's following me. Just give me a 3 in the box right now. I'm making you guys work. And this is just one technique, right? This is just one technique that we have. All right, you guys are rolling with it. So the reason why we do that is we're going to bring up the chart now, right? And maybe I should have done it on this right here because we can see a little bit better. The reason we do this is because when we have everybody gets that, so I'm going to erase it, right? Why we went over our diamonds. The reason we do that is because this right here. Let's say we take a trade, right? And we take a trade and we have a win and a loss column, all right? And we take a trade where one day we win, second day we win, third day we lose, fourth day we lose, fifth day we lose. We just lost three days in a row. It happens, right? It happens. There's turbulence when trading, and that's where that risk management side comes in. So if we lose 3 days in a row, we probably want to come back in here to the win column and win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might lose again. And then go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And you might have 15 winners and 4 losses, 16 winners and 4 losses for the month, right? So then where do these diamonds come in, right? The reason I stack the diamonds is because remember that time where we lost those 3 trades in a row. So if you have a Diamond 3 trade, right, we'll say here, we'll go 1, 2, 3. If we have a Diamond 3 trade and we sell 1 or 2 contracts, right, and we lose, right, then we're going to go to Diamond 2 because the probability goes from 80% up to 90%, right? Everybody with me still? Just hang tight. And that's day number 2. So now we own this one right here. We own this one. I made it a little bit thicker. We own day 2, which then would be Diamond 2. Then if we lose that one, right, on here, we lose. Now we come over here to the Diamond 1 trades, the third day, right? And then the probability goes up to like 95, 98%. And that's why if you have a small account, you can participate in all the Diamond 1s. All right, you follow me? If you have Diamond 3, you might trade 1 contract. But then if your Diamond 3 account and you get the Diamond 2 because we lost, now you might trade 2 or 3 contracts. But then a regular Diamond 2 account will trade 1 contract, right? So I'm going to erase this right here, and I'm going to put a 1 right here. So if you have a Diamond 2, you start off at 1. Then the second day we lost, it goes to the Diamond 1. Now that'll be the third trading day. The Diamond 1, they might sell 1 contract. And then the second account might sell 2 to 3. But then that Diamond 3 account might sell 5 to 6, right? And why do we do that? This is why, and this is the power with this technique if you trade it this way. Well, the Diamond 3, we lost one day, so we might be down negative $300. Diamond 2 day, we might lose two contracts, so we might be down $600 on that day. When you combine them, right? When you combine them 2 days together, you're down negative $900 on that Diamond 3 account. But if you had a round $8,000 to $10,000 account, what's $8,000? Now your account's at $7,000. Are you stressing yet? No, you're not stressing. But if you're Diamond 1 and you have $1,000 account and now your $1,000 account is worth $100, are you stressing now? See, I see you smiling. Absolutely, you're stressing, right? There's a method to our madness. Now, when we come to Diamond 1 and we win that trade and you sold 5 contracts, now you're going to make $1,000. If you sold 6, you're going to make $1,200. Well, guess what? You lost 2 days in a row. Now you're positive 1,000. You ain't down negative $100, or you're not down negative $900. The Diamond 3 accounts, you're walking away with $100 to $300 net profit. So now when you started here and your account was down here, guess what? After you win, now your account goes all the way up here, and now you are above where you started. And that's the power of having a larger account to give yourself the advantage, right, to get out of the hole a little bit easier. However, we're still trading the same exact plan. Now, when you have a Diamond 2 account and you lose one, you're down $300, give or take, if you sold the contract. And then when you sell two on that one right there, guess what? 200 times 2 is 400. Guess what? Now the diamond 2 is up 100, but then diamond 1, your account's sitting at $200. And guess what? You just went from a $1,000 account to a $1,200 account. Slow and steady, you always win the race. Does everybody understand that? Why we do this? If you do, put a 1 in the box. If you don't, put a 2 in the box. All right. If we got all ones, I see all the ones. Now I'm going to erase this now. And now we're going to take logic and turn it into principle, right? And see why we do the things that we do. So now you can go back and accurately backtest this for yourself, right? So if we win, right, 16 trades and we lose 4, 16 divided by 20, that's an 80% win rate. I'm happy with that every day for the rest of my life. And that's a ballpark average. So let's erase all this now. And that's why we have the different diamond level trades, because the account sizes, see how we all can't trade the same? So now let's go to Amazon, and let's go to the 1-day time frame. And let me reset my chart real quick here. And we're going to put this on regular candles so that we can accurately see something, right? So now, if we come over here, and this is just one technique, we have our AI swing number right here. This is made for your strangle trades or your iron condor trades. We put a lot of money into this in order to get to where we're at, right? And I'm going to walk you through how to take these trades on both of them right after this. But you can take this and backtest it for yourself to instill confidence for you. So in the AI swing trade says 5.22, and this price at the end of the day, right, the last 15 minutes is 207 and 84, right? If you are taking a strangle, right, we know the probability of this to go up 5 and go down 5 is pretty good. You know what I mean? So 207 to 212 would be about right there, and the 207 to 202 would be about right there. So if I'm selling an iron condor on this, here would be my call, and this would be my put, and that would be the buying part. The selling part would be one inside and one underneath. So when you buy the call and you buy the put, they're on the outside. The next day, as long as we stay inside of this range, we're going to get a max profit. Everybody follow me? That's how we do the iron condors. So this number might not change too frequently, but if we did this for the week, right, and because there's Friday expirations, let's just put this on the weekly time frame. If we did this on the weekly time frame, right, and we see something like this, 202.97, check it out. 5.25, and we're going to start, let's just say, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to start right here, right where that arrow's at. So at the very end of the week, right, and we took this on a Friday, and we did our iron condor, and we did 5 up and 5 down. 86 would be 92.50, which would be right there, and it would go down to about 180, and look what happens. Did it stay inside that bracket on this day? Absolutely. So guess what? That's one winning week that you just extracted money from the markets, selling premium, very safe, right? Next week, guess what? Did we stay inside of our bracket? I'm not going to go too fast, too stickler in this, but guess what? This would have stayed inside the bracket, so there's 2 weeks, 2 winning trades. This one, obviously, is a winner. Now, this one right here, 187, and we close up here at 197. That's 2. That is $2, or I'm sorry, that's $10. So guess what? This one might be, that's a loss because we closed outside of our brackets, right? So there's a loss. Now the next week, we might take 2 contracts. Now we're going to be on a diamond 2 setup, right? So then when we close right here at 98 and it goes up here to 07, all right, guess what? We lost again. So now in the next week, we are a diamond 1 trade. Well, guess what? We stayed inside of that bracket right here from the end. Now this is a winning trade right now. Guess what? The last 2 weeks were losing weeks, but now we just extracted money in the markets and now we're back on the winning side again. Do you see that? Does everybody see that? And that's why we use risk management to our plan. So now, even though we 1, 2, 3, 4 and have 2 losses, we're still net positive in all 3 of our accounts at this star. Next week, we stayed inside of it. Guess what? There's a win. This week right there, it's not over yet, but 97 up to 207 tomorrow, or we still have a couple days left, depending on what it does. But if we stay right where we're at, this week might be a losing week. You follow me? And that's the power of it, right? And that's Amazon. Now you come over here to SPY with the same exact thing. You want to talk about SPY? What's nice about SPY is we have daily expirations. So now you day traders, you can almost swing trade with confidence, right? And the same thing. What's the AI? 5.84. Well, guess what? We start right here where the star's at. This day right there to the next, 591, 595. Guess what? Here is 1 winning day. There's 2 winning days. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's a loss. Now we on diamond 2. Guess what? Winner, 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 winner. And you did this dailies contract, and you just accumulate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess what? 12 and 1, almost the last month. 12 divided by 13, what's our probability? 92%. Now check this out. If you lost $60 to make $40, you're leveraging $100. So if you make $40 profit, you're either going to win 40% ROI or you're going to lose 60% ROI. Are those odds that you'd want to put in your favor with a technique that we understand that we're doing? Give me a 1 in the box if that's something that you'd want to put in your favor. Right? Absolutely. I see everybody putting 1s in the box. And that's just one simple swing trade that we have in our arsenal, right? So check it out. If we have 12 trades times $40, and these are all diamond 1 trades. These are all diamond 1 trades because we're only leveraging $100. So if you have a small account, you can still participate in this, right? 40 times 12 trades. Oops. 40 times 12. That's $480 minus that 1 losing day of $60. That's $420 net profit. You just grown your $100, and if you had a $1,000 account, you just grown your account in the last month about 42%. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? But that's a little bit aggressive. You know what I'm saying? If you scale back a little bit safer. I'm showing you this because I'm about to go real hard in the mastermind using our scanner to be able to allow us all to participate in this, whether you got small or large accounts. That's why we're going over this. Because when I start calling these out on firepower, I need you to understand what you're doing, right? When you trade a cash settled option like SPX, you don't have to do nothing. You can let it expire, and it pays you cash at the end of the day. Now, when you do SPY and Amazon, there's something you have to know about this when you take these with the smaller accounts. When you trade, if you do an iron condor or you sell options on these shares, and you do something like this right here where you sell it there and it goes way down there, if that ever happens, you need to close this position out with the last 15 minutes of the market, because SPY and some of the shares, they're not cash settled. So to prevent you from potentially getting a margin call, you're gonna have to close these out manually. So when we do a cash settled stock, we don't have to worry about no margin calls because they settled in cash. You either win or lose the money. Now, when you do SPY, you're gonna win and lose the money. However, if you sell an option and it goes way past it, technically someone has the right to exercise your position, and then you got to have the money to buy the shares. So obviously, if you have a small account, you ain't going to be able to do that. But they'll give you a message for you to sell your shares before that even happens. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I want to put that out there because I want you to know the vast thing of everything. So if you take the share side, just know if it's going to expire way outside of our brackets, right? You're going to have to manually close that. so that you don't potentially get a margin call. Does everybody follow me? If you guys all are following me right now, just put a 2 in the box. And I want you to know that, because in order for us to go real hard, I don't want anyone to get a margin call. You know what I'm saying? And be like, well, Brandon said this. I'm going over and giving you the honest assessment of everything from the top to the bottom, the good to the bad. Do we win every single trade? Absolutely not. Do we go on burners? Absolutely. And if you want to get real crazy, you can just wait for the diamond twos and the diamond ones, and they really increase your probability. You know what I'm saying? So it's very powerful. You know what I mean? Now, when we take a trade, right? When we take a trade, how do we set these things up? Well, this is how you can determine what you're going to make or lose per the trade. If you come in here and you do SPY, you can come into the option chain and you see where it says spread. You can press spread, and you can come down here to Iron Condor, right? If you're going to take the Iron Condor setup. And let's just say we take the trade for Friday. Let's take Friday's expiration, right? And we click on Friday, because Thursday's closed. So if we do the Iron Condor, we come back to our tool, because we trade the probability. Our AI swing says 5.84, so we might go 6 up and 6 down. Well, how do we put that in our favor? So all you need to do is you come right down here and you click this, and it's going to set this up. So remember, when we take the trades, I said you want to buy the call on the outside and you want to buy the put on the inside, right? Or on the outside. So if you see right here where it says the plus, that's the buy of the call, because we're in the call side. And then down here, these two are the puts. You see where the plus is. So the share price is $600. We might go and change this call and add, what did our tool say? 6. So we might go to 606. And then you come down here and you change it to 606, right? See how the box turns red? Because that's what we want. We're selling this. Then if you come down here to the buy and you see we're at 600, you might want to go to 594, right? Or 595. We'll say 594, right? Then you come up, and if that's 606, that has to be on the outside. So your next strike, that needs to be 605. Because remember, we want them to be tight as possible. But the calls on the outside and the puts underneath, when you buy the put on the bottom, the selling put needs to be on top. And we have a master class solely on this. So if you're a little confused, it specifically goes into this technique specifically by itself. So here, the minus 10, it needs to be at 95, because it can't go, I mean, it could be right here, but if you change it to 95, check it out, right? This gives us over 80% probability. If we change this and click this down to one contract, we can see the premium says 23 cents. If you press confirm and send, you're going to see right here, right out the gate, you're going to make $23, or you're going to lose 77. You see that? So anytime you take the trade, you're going to see what you're going to make or lose in that account, right? You follow me? So now if we go back out of here and we say, well, that risk reward is a little bit, because remember we said it was 5 something, not 6. Let's change this. Now let's go to 605 and change this one to 604 and change this one to 595 and do that one at 96, right? We let AI do our work. Now this is a little bit better. You're going to make 33 to lose 67. Tomorrow this will tighten up. It'll probably get closer to 60-40 or 45 to 55. That's a lot better from a risk to reward standpoint, right? And then you press confirm and send, and then you get into the trade, right? So we come back here. Let's do something different. Let's do SPX. What's our SPX say? SPX says 57, right? 57. So same thing on this technique. We come right here and we go to SPX. And SPX is nice because it's cash settled. However, I don't recommend doing SPX unless you have a little bit larger account, unless you wait for the diamond 1 and diamond 2s. Then you can really trade it. So we said it was like what, 50 or 45 or 50. So we're at 60-21. Let's go, we'll go 40 up, right? And let's go 60-60, right? So we go 60-60 here. And then underneath it will be 60-55, right? And then we take 60-21 minus 40, We know it's 59.80. So let's just change this to 59.80. And then this one will be 59.85. Right? Same exact thing. What do we got right here? Press confirm and send. You want to make $180? You want to lose? Well, that's 1,800 because we got 10 contracts. Go back here to 1, right? And you do the same thing. You want to make 180 bucks to lose 320? That's all right. Like, I mean, that's not bad with an over 80% odds. I would take that. You know what I'm saying? Now, a little gem that I would like to say. If you take any of these trades and you buy a little bit of time on them, this is what you can do, right? This is what you can do right here. I'm gonna have to go back in here and redo this again, but that's all right. Hey, we got practice. This is what you can do. We have people that instead of closing out early, or I'm sorry, instead of just holding it until expiration to get the max profit, you increase your chances to well above 90% if you set a take profit, right? Or a trail stop limit, right? At 50, 60% of the potential full profits, right? So in this example, let's just go up here to 60-50, 60-45, just go real quick. 59.80 and 59.85, which is right here, right? So you come over here and we want to sell this. All right, you see how the box is green still? Why is that? Because this is why it's not turning red. CR plus, it says 45. We need it to be 55. You see that? 60-55. Now it turns red, right? And let's see. 60-50, 60-55, 80-85. We own SPX. We'll do this one. No, that's because this one needs to be 90. See, sometimes you got to check that. There we go. All right, so now when you take this position, right, we're leveraging, right, on this position, we're leveraging $500 in one trade, right, for SPX. We're leveraging $500. Well, the credit we're going to get is 220. That means if we lose this, we're going to lose 280 or we're going to win 220, right? Now it's 215. What you can do is once you take this position, you then can close it out and go like this and change your order type and do a trail stop limit. Well, if we know that our max profit is 215, you can do a trail stop limit on these and say, well, when that limit price gets down to what's half of 215, we'll say $1. When that gets to $1, we can then trail it by 25 or 50 cents. So now you are ensuring that you are getting a guaranteed winning trade. You're not even watching the position, and the chances of this hitting is well over 90% using our AI tool. Is that crazy? Give me a DCG in the box if that's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know? You want the master class? I'll send it to you. You know what I mean? So what's that telling you is when you're selling it at 220, you want the 220 to go to 0 because you're trying to capture all the premium of that. So that's why we're setting our limit underneath it. When you sell options, a little bit of a mind trick because when we buy options, we want to put our trail stop limit above our entry because that's how we make money. So remember, when you're selling, you want that premium to expire worthless because that's your profits. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing you could do is you come back here, right, to the same chart, and when we take the strangles and straddles, it's the same exact way. We go to SPX, we see the AI swing is 57. Well, guess what? You could do this right here. You come back down here to a strangle. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Click right here. And if the price is right there and we think it's going to go $50, right, by the end of the week, you can check this right here. 25 plus 50 is 60-70. So I'd do like 60-50, right? And I would do the put 59.80, right? Because we're using our thing. And to take this position, it's going to cost $1,100, right? $1,100. You confirm and send that. Well, I bought 10, or I would be buying 10. You You'd be risking $11,000 if you change this over. You do one, right? You'd be leveraging $1,100, right? Now, when you take this, and this is what's nice about this, right? When you take this at 11.25, the second you take it, you're now buying this. You're not selling it. You're buying this. So then when you go to close it out, right? You press limit, press market, press confirm, press send, dink dink, you in the trade. Now when you go to sell it out or close it, you're going to change. You're not going to have to do this. You're going to press right click and press sell. Now this box is going to be red. Then if we bought it for 11.25, what are you trying to reap the reward out of this? Say 20%, 25%. Guess what? You could say $1,100 plus $200 is $1,300. Now you come here to the trail stop limit. Set this limit right here to $1,300, and you want to trail it by $1. Then you press change it from day to good till closed, canceled. Press confirm and send. Now your automated trading closing order will be out there, and you're either going to win the trade or come back Friday, and the trade didn't trigger you out yet. And then you can just sell out whatever you want to do. And that's how we use the Swingmaster Pro AI for our iron condors and our swing trades, right? Then you come back into the touch base on everyone can trade SPY. Then you use the same exact way to come into the markets to day trade it, right? Now I don't want to touch too heavy on this because that wasn't my agenda, but same thing. People crushed it today. If you struggle taking trades or taking profitable trades on the day trading side, real simple rules. Candles are green, you want to take the green arrows. Candles are red, you want to take the red arrows, right? Here's one green arrow. Here's an entry. Use the previous market structure low. This will be your stop loss. Did it get stopped out before winning? Nope. Here's another green arrow. Here will be your stop loss. Did you get stopped out for a winning trade? Nope. Here's another green arrow. There's your stop out. Oh, bummer. I got stopped out. Guess what? Let's say you made 30% here. Let's say you made 30% here. Oh, you just lost 30%. Are you mad? Why? Because you're still net profitable on the day trading side. Here's another entry with the stop out as a winner. Another entry is a winner. Another entry is a winner. And that's how we day trade with confidence, with the same exact way that we can swing trade, but we use the all-in-one tool suite to give us these probability setups, right? Me, as a scalper, I see how these candles are green all day long. I like to get in at a better entry. I'll go to the 2-minute and 1-minute time frames, and I'll wait for my 2-minute arrows to give me these trades. Right here, I'm okay. 6 minutes. Guess what? 599.12 to 599.57. That's an easy 15-20%. I'm going risk-free. Here's another buy. Price pushes up. Here's another buy. Price pushes up. Here's another buy. Price pushes up. You know what I mean? That's the 2-minute. Come down here to the 1-minute time frame if you're really crazy. And you wait for the same exact thing. The same setups right here. If you took this trade right here at that arrow, now's your stop. You got one trade and you're done for the day. Why? Because I tell people this. As a day trader, my job is to get green and stay green, right? If you have a 100% win rate right here, right now, today, we know that we cannot sustain a 100% win rate. We will be taking a loss sooner or later. And with that being said, I want to be done for the day. And that's why I go enjoy my day. It is a flex to be able to, a good flex, right? It is a blessing to be able to do what you want in the afternoon, right? I took my kids to Tiny Town, a little place where they have little houses for the kids to play, and they get to be the doctors, the vets, slides, all that. And I'm looking around, and it's all women with their kids. And I'm like, wow, I am blessed to do what I do while having fun with you guys, and I'm here with my kids. No other guys around. I'm like, geez, like, what are they all doing? I just wish they would attend the call and see life could be different using the same tools that we have right here. But that goes back to my motto. I want us all to make more so that we can bless more. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, real quick, let me find some stocks, and then you guys could ask some questions. So Thursday's Thanksgiving. Probably not going to. I'll probably give us off that night. Give you some homework to do if you want. But let's just run the stocks up so that we have something to watch for tomorrow and Friday. Just so I can give you guys something, and then you guys got questions. Get ready to fire away in about 2 minutes. Let's see here. Is it broke? All right, here we go. I was about to say, what's going on? We got Pan W. Let's see here. Pan W. What's that doing? We got our first green box. We're almost at the highs. We got GE. We got Oracle. Let's see if I like something a little bit better. Everything's over here at the highs. I don't like Oracle. Let's see what GE is doing. I do like GE. GE is going to be number one on our list. You know what I'm saying? So, watch list. Watch list. GE calls. I like it if we take the high out right here, right? But if it doesn't, this would be my stop out, $180. GE calls. GE calls with stops below 180, right? And let me see. I love EA. Let me see EA. What that's looking for. That's too high for me. What's Hess doing? Um, I don't like Hess either. Let me try to find some one more thing, just to give everyone an opportunity. OKE Oki. I don't like that one either. CF. I believe that's Capital One. Nope, that's not Capital One. Let's see here. Docs and X. Docs. What's that? DocuSign Divinity. I like that one, but I don't know the option spread on it. X, I do know is tight. I like X right here. Same thing right here. A breakout above 40.17. Stop outs will be 38. I'm going to say X calls with stops below 38. Right? Now, always like to give us puts to watch so that if the market is red tomorrow, we got something that will probably play out. ADI, that had an earnings fail. I don't like that. STZ, Constellation Brands, that had a huge gap down. I don't know if I like that one as much. MU's on here. I think that has earnings this week. Nope, MU. I really like MU because this will be our stop right here. 105. We're going to say MU puts with stops. With stops at 105. And one more. We got MU 5 BBY. What's that? Not Best Buy. I thought it was Bed Bath and Beyond. 5. What is that? 5 below. I don't like that one as much. DK. Is that DraftKings? Nope, that's Dollar General. I like Dollar General for sure. When your stop's above, right here, 78. Is there? All right, let me check Uber real quick. I like Uber. Uber is my favorite. Right here, the base of the alligator. I'm going to say 74. All right. Uber puts with stops above stops at, what I say, 74? 74. That is in the chat. I will post in the Discord. All right. Anybody have questions? Fire away if you guys got questions. I'm here for the people. Let's go. And if you mic shy, you can throw it in the chat if you'd like. What's going on, James? You have any questions? Are you good? I saw you unmute yourself. We have any questions or no? Or did I blow your guys' mind a little bit? Can you put a stop? Can you put in a stop with a trail stop limit? I don't think you can. I believe you can only have one closing order, Yolanda. So you can either use your trail stop. Just wait a second. I believe he says mind blown. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. So what I do, right, to bypass that, if I take this put trade, let's just say tomorrow, right, and let's just do theory. If I take the put trade right here, right, and I put my trail stop limit in place because if it gets right here, I'm going to go in profits. I'll come here to the chart and I'll right click this and I'll put create an alert and I'll put stop loss hit and I'll press create. So then I'm either going to get an alert in my email that I've made money, or I'm going to get an alert that my price action alert got hit and I just got to log into my account wherever I'm at and sell out for a loss. So that's how I do it, Yolanda. I don't think you could have two simultaneous. You might be able to do a order cancel order maybe, or some kind of like double leg order, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't really give you the. I want to say that they only let you do one closing order at a time, but the reason why I can't tell you that is because I know the old way, but like they've added new stuff since they switched over to Schwab. Just like you can do trail stop limit nows on the mobile phone, which you could never before. You know what I mean? So I could inquire and I'll give you an answer. You know what I mean? But I know the old way you can only have one closing order at a time. And I always did the trail stop limit because a lot of times our trade gets hit with the trail stop. You know what I'm saying? Are these Diamond One trades? These are all Diamond One trades. Yep, yep. I only do the Diamond, Sam, if it is selling premium because I need to be able to get out of the hole if I lose one or two trades. You know what I'm saying? Which you don't have to trade that way. That's just the way that I trade. You know what I'm saying? So these are all Diamond One trade. Yep, yep. Go ahead, Gretchen.
Okay. So my question is in regards to this I trade, which I don't.
I could barely hear you. Could you turn your
Oh,
volume?
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
So,
better.
so my question is in regards to this week's trade, which was a straddle, not a strangle.
Okay.
So I know the difference between the two. I think my question has to do, is it easier to navigate the straddle? Is that normally like move more quickly in the profit, or like which one is strangle more? Because a lot of times you have to wait for a really big move to strangle. But with this straddle, the move wasn't that big, but it went into profit fast. So I was just wondering what's the difference in terms of like profit moves?
All right, got you. So we use the AI scanner, right? The screener to give us the highest probability setup. And this week with the shorter week, I chose to do a strangle and or I chose to do a straddle, which is the same call and same put because I didn't expect us to get a move until today, and with one of our contracts being in the money, it's going to protect us from downside losses versus if we do a strangle and we go out of the money, our contracts are going to be losing value if we didn't get a move. This week, right? Because we got the move on Monday, where we gapped up $5, right? It wouldn't have mattered if we took a strangle or a straddle. The truth is, if we took a strangle, we would have actually made more money from an ROI standpoint if we were in the strangle. But the probability or the scanner told us that this week was more than likely to be a bigger move come Tuesday or Wednesday due to the news. So that's why we chose that the straddle was actually the higher probability trade to take. And that's why we took the straddle this week, right? We typically would take a strangle, but because of the shorter week, we're fighting the Thanksgiving off, and then Friday is a half a day. So we're actually losing 1.5 days. So doing a straddle, like I said, keeping one of our positions in the money, that protects us, thus giving us a higher probability to take a net profitable trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I believe so. I just wanted to kind of get your take on like straddle or strangle, which one seems to be more profitable earlier in the week. Because as the
So
week goes on, they start decaying and then you need a bigger move.
yeah, so the truth is I would say the straddle, right, is probably going to be getting you in profits quicker on a Monday or Tuesday. Um, but the strangle, if that's the problem, if we get a large move, you're going to get the higher ROI. So with anything, it's a double-edged sword. There's a plus and a minus. You know what I'm saying? So as you know, what they strangle. Sometimes if we don't get a move Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and we want to sell Thursday, we might get the move on Friday. Versus if we had a straddle, one of our legs will be in the money, and from a visual standpoint, right? And this is what I'm talking about right here. If we go to a single, if we have this trade right here, and we're in this trade all week long and it stays purple, the time decay is next to none. But as soon as you come out into these black boxes, your time decay is like going off a cliff as each day goes by. If you didn't know that yet, now you do, right? So when you go into money, you don't necessarily there's a little time decay, but it's nothing like going out of the money. So when we take a trade, like for instance, for this trade right here, right? And this isn't the exact trade that we took because this is SPX, but this gives you an idea. If we took the straddle and we took the 625 calls and the 625 puts, right? And we got that 50-point move, which is the same exact thing is 5 SPY move, like 5 SPY points. That would actually put us up to about right here. So you're going to be net profitable about you'll be net profitable about 100% in one day, right? But then this trade is going to go 50 points out of the money. So then you're actually going to be your $1,400, like you're going to lose about 50%, resulting in about a 50% net ROI move in one day. Now, if you took a strangle in this case and went 50 points out and you went to 50-70, right? And you went what is it? 59.70 right here. You're risking $270 and $270 here. Now, if you got that same move, your 270 becomes worthless all but on one side, but then your 270 on the winning side becomes 1,800, giving you a 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, giving you a 600% winner, right? So then your 600 minus the 100% loser, you're walking away with a net profit of 500%, right? So if that happens in one day, the strangle is going to be the best winner all the time. Now the problem is because of us losing a day, right? We were fearful, right? Or we were cautious that if we took the trade here and we took the trade here, if it goes down here and comes back up, goes there and comes back up and stays there, now our 200 might be worth $100, and our 200 here might be worth 100. Now we're down 50% net overall in the trade on a Tuesday or Wednesday. You guys are all sending me private messages like, what do I do? What do I do? Versus when we took it right here, we're protected in the money. We're not losing money. Like, you know what I'm saying? While we're waiting for the move. Does that make sense, Gretchen?
Yeah, I think so. Because it was already in the money, you were pretty much, it's a safer type trade. Although the ROI could justifiably be a little bit lower.
Yep. So the ROI would be lower, but the probability to win the trade is a lot higher. But then when you go with the strangle, the probability to win the trade is high, right? Medium to high. But then if you get to a big move, the ROI is a lot larger. You know what I'm saying? But how many times, like one time a month, it takes till Thursday for us to get the winning trade. You know what I'm saying? And if I showed you all the messages that I would get, man, you thought they'd have me out from my head. You know what I'm saying?
And the straddles are also a little more expensive because they're in the money. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
Absolutely. When do you enter a diamond trade? End of the day. Yolanda, if I take SPX, I enter at the end of the day. You can take the trade any time during the day that you want. You know what I mean? I normally don't take them till the end of the day because I just want to see which way the market's going to move. And the reason why is because when you take them closer to the end of the day, we let the overnight decay our contract a little bit, so we're almost always getting profits from the next day. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my little mind trick, you know. So you don't play. So don't play out of the purple. Whoa, that just helped answer the question I had last week, and that's why we ask questions, Sam. You know what I mean, Charlie? No, I mean it's really up to you and your account. Like if you want to be safer, you want to trade into purple. You know what I mean? But you're gonna use a higher premium. So as with anything, it's a double-edged sword. Higher premium, safer trade. You know what I mean? A lower premium, it's a lot riskier. You know, a lot riskier because what the delta tells us right here if we do a 19-cent delta, this trade right here has a 19% probability to get in the money at expiration. But the thing is, we're not holding this the whole time. So we only need a small move in our favor in order to get out for a winning trade. And that's where people fail at options, because they'll buy a week or 2 weeks and they hold it till expiration, not knowing you're actually hurting yourself, because each day the contract loses value. If it traded sideways, you're going to lose money every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like when we buy options, we need the stock price to go in our favor. Well, hey, you didn't know that? Now you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what it's telling us. It's not a set in stone thing. It's just giving us a baseline of the probability for that to stay in the money. You know what I mean? Absolutely. We got any other questions? Any other questions? If not, then I'll give you guys' night back. Just remember, if you are full mastermind, you can come trade with me live each and every day. And hey, you can ask questions in a live market. Who else does that? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say you should do this, you should do that. Well, I'm sharing with you what I'm doing as it's playing out. I am not a robot. You know what I'm saying? I am not a robot. You guys do me a favor. If you guys got value from this class and you guys got wowed, just give me a DCG in the box real quick. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, you can put a DCG in the chat box as well. It shows me that I do a good job giving value back to you guys. I see you guys pouring the love in the box. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Can I come on Friday as a trade schooler? Absolutely, Sam. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the yeah, absolutely. I got you. If you're a full mastermind, then I mean you come in a couple other days if you'd like to. You know, just reach out. Thank you, teacher. Nah, Charlie, you the teacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm just someone who loves what he does. You know. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Right? You guys ever have any questions, comments, or concerns? Never hesitate to reach out. And remember our goal. What's our why? 1K a day. Let's make more to bless more. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you guys have a blessed Thanksgiving. Don't eat as much as me because I'm eating and I'm cheating. I'm coming for the dessert. You know what I mean? But if you ain't doing nothing, I'm sending positive blessings and positive upliftings your way. Just have a blessed day. And remember, this time of year, make sure you spread positiveness to those around you, because we all make it a better place when we do that. You know, we don't want anybody to be down. We see someone down, I go attack them like, hey, what could I do to uplift them? And hey, when you bless, you receive blessings back. It's the universe's way of saying, hey, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? But you also have a blessed Thanksgiving. Reach out with any questions, comments, or concerns. And we're going to rock and roll. Live trading, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. See you there. You also have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Beast mode out.